Hey y'all, this is Philippe the Learn to Grow Guy. Welcome to episode 2 of What Will My Fruit Trees Bear Next Year? Remember, what we're looking at is, even though it's still green out, right? Even though it's still green out, we're trying to take a look and see whether or not our fruit trees are actually on course to produce fruit next year. Now, here's what we're looking at. Remember what I said from episode 1? Episode 1, I said today we're going to be looking, on this episode, we're going to be looking at pawpaws. Well, guess where I'm at? I am by 3 of my pawpaw trees. Okay, these are the largest one. This one here and that one there. This one here's a small one that I put into the ground this year. And this was that this year? Yeah, I think it was this year. Yeah, I put that one into the ground this year, and it's still small. Let's look at this. It's a little tiny little baby. Anyway, um, let's stay focused, okay? Let's stay focused. We're looking at pawpaw trees. There's other pawpaw trees that I have down the way down this way, which I'll go to. Well, we're going to materialize over there, like Star Trek. and I'll show you guys what those trees there are doing too. Now, again, very similarly, let's take a look at this branch here, okay? If you look at the branch, you'll see what you got growing there in between, right there between the branch and the leaf. You see this little tiny elongated thing that's there. You'll see the same thing along with this one too. And what those are going to produce leaves for next year. Let's see if we can get you a good look. You see that? It's going to produce leaves for next year. Let's take a look at this branch. This branch here has one here that's long, as you can see, but that one's going to be producing, guess what? It's going to be producing leaves for next year. Let's keep looking down. You see that? It's going to produce leaves for next year. So you can look at both of these branches. You see that? It's going to produce leaves for next year. Now, what is it that pawpaws have that lets you know whether or not you're going to have fruit or whether you're going to have leaves? Okay, like I just showed you, with pawpaws, you have those little elongated things, those little elongated buds. Those are for next year's leaves, okay? Unless something happens to the branch, and then you may even actually get some new stuff, some new growth that may start growing on it too. But even this here is new growth. As you can see, it's much lighter than the other leaves. That's because something happened to this branch, okay? Such as here, I don't know if you can see this or not. This little cut spot here. And so new branch came out, and this is what I've got. Now, let's take a look throughout this tree here and see what we can find. Okay, let's see. Okay, here, look, check this out. You see that? These here buds, they're round. You see that? Round buds. Round buds. These are perfect to form flowers next year. Again, when you compare it to this one right here, I know brown on brown, that doesn't exactly work. Okay, but anyway, that's a little branch there. That's a little part there that's producing leaves for next year. Let's take a look at this branch. Okay, see that? What is that? Yep, leaves. It's elongated. Okay, let's go down, further down. What is that? Well, it's a dead branch, dead piece, but nonetheless, it's elongated. It's leaves. But when we look a little bit further down, let's look at this one. I don't know if you can see this one. Let me see if I can get my hands behind it. You see that? That one is not elongated. It's more round-like, therefore flower. Let's look at the next one over here. See that? That one is not elongated, therefore flower. Okay? Looks like for the first time next year, this tree is going to be bearing fruit. You see that? You see that? Leaf bud. Okay? Leaf bud, small elongated. I don't know if you can see it or not. But this one, look at that. You see that? It's nice, plump, and round. Look at the other one. You see that? Nice, plump, and round. Look down this way. It's like on this branch here. Oops, where are we at? Where are we at here? Yeah, it looks like on this branch here, we may have plenty more fruit on this branch. Okay? Now let's look at this one. This one, leaves. Okay? Long, thinner, flatter, narrower. Let's look at the branch next to it. Right here. What we got here? A leaf. Look. They're chubby. They're chubby, baby. They're chubby. See that? That is for fruit bearing. Okay? That is for fruit bearing. Let's see, anything here? Yep, we have another one. Well, we have a couple of them here. Oops, sorry. See that? Round. Okay? They're round, man. They're round. And this one up here is elongated. That's with the smaller of the two trees. Now let's look at this one. Let's take a look at a branch here on this one. Let's see what we've got. Excuse me. Oh, there's one. See that? It's round. It's chubby. And there's another one there on the other side. It's chubby. See that? We're looking for the chubby ones. Let's look at this. Let's look at this branch. See that? A lot of leaves because what we're seeing is some of the longer, narrow, skinnier ones. Okay, longer, narrow, skinnier ones. This one here, I'm not seeing anything on this one. Unless you guys see something that I didn't see. And what I would say is that it appears as if the other tree is going to bear much more fruit than this one will. Okay, and this one is the larger, the more mature. Well, they're about the same age, but this one is the larger of the two. Okay, I'm not seeing too much fruit growing. I'm not seeing too many of those fruit things on here. Those little fruit chubs. Where? Maybe this one. Maybe this branch. Let's see. Maybe one. I think I see one. Oh, I think I see one that's right there. A little chubsy, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to the other one down the road that way. It's what we find. Okay, these are Jerusalem artichokes. And deer and whatever's been attacking them. But we're here to take a look at this pawpaw. I got 3 pawpaws here. I got one here, a little one there, and another one over there. Yep, that one there. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we've got on this one. These here were planted this year, and I'm not seeing any of the chubby stuff on there. I'm seeing the regular thin stuff, and that'll be fine. Okay, that'll be fine. And those of you who have any kind of knowledge or understanding of me, I have a fascination with pawpaws. I love pawpaws. First time I tasted it was at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. That was a couple of years ago, and I loved them things. I loved it, baby. I loved it, the pawpaws, man. See that? But unfortunately, this one has got a lot of leaves on there. Okay, it's got a lot of leaves on there. Now looking at this other one here, this one seems to be doing a little bit better than the other pawpaw. Okay, but nonetheless, this one's still juvenile, it's still growing. And this is the third one that's on this side. Oh, look, leaf here on the very tip. Okay, but look, see that? Little chubbies, little chubby. So I can get my hands behind it. See that? Little chubbies on there. Which means that on this branch here, there's at least potentially 3 that could form. Go away, fly. Go. Shoo, fly. Shoo. Anyway. And there were no animals or bugs hurt in this the filming of this video. Okay. See, this one looks like it's got a little chubby on it. This one may have a little one there too. Okay. Oh, here's another one, a little chubby on this one. But that's good. That's good. Guys, like I was saying, if you know me, I've been waiting for pawpaws to grow on this piece of property, to go on this piece of home of mine here. Look at that pawpaw behind me, see that? I've been waiting for these things to produce fruit for so long, okay? For so long. And it looks like next year's going to be the year that they've produced. Now, I've got another one. I got 2 other pawpaw trees in the back 40. And the smallest, the smallest one I had, okay, it produced flowers for 2 years, man. For 2 years it produced flowers. But the thing is about 2 feet tall, okay? It didn't get that much taller this year. And of course, you know, the flowers in both of those years, the flowers didn't make it. I got no fruit, okay? That was to be expected on my part. So, but the point I'm making is that this year, well, not this year, 2026 seems to be the year that I actually get to try some pawpaws on this piece of property, on this land of mine, this home of mine. What else can I say? Guys, if I made any mistakes in this video, please let me know. All right, even if it's just tell me that, hey, you know, Phil, you were wrong about this. Those little round buds are not for flowers. They're for, I don't know, worms to come out or something. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm correct, let me know also. All right. Whew. You know, you don't see it, but there's a little slope there. And walking up is always a difficult part. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope the wind's not getting too much of this. But be sure to like, subscribe, and share. All right, y'all take care, and be sure to let me know if I did something right. If I said something wrong, let me know. Thanks.